guys, sorry if this is not my normal background. I'm in my bathroom because I was asked by my buddy Wes from camp. Hey, there's your shout out, sweetie. Love you and miss ya. Really, I do. You should come see me, like tomorrow. Anyhow, I was asked to make a video about more in detail about what I did at camp, but I had company today, so I can't do it until right now. I'm starting to get ready for bed, so here you go. Enjoy it. I broke my brush. It no longer has a handle. It hasn't had a handle for a while, actually. I'm gonna put my hair up, take my contacts out, put my glasses on, wash my face, brush my teeth, do all that fun junk. Ooh! Anyhow, I have my little camp schedule here, so we'll talk all about it. Like I told you guys in my other video about camp that I didn't go into detail in, because I didn't have a request to go into detail, Wes. We got up around 8, me and my group, because breakfast, hold on, contact, was at 9 o'clock. Oh, eyeball. And then morning session was at 10. Morning session was pretty much just an introduction to the day, talk about what we were going to do, talk about Jesus, worship with the Robbie C band, who was really good. I really liked them. We'd have our speaker come out and just talk to us about stuff, talk about Jesus, talk about changing our lives, which is what our whole theme was. Sorry to keep touching my mouse pad on my laptop, or the screen will go black and then I'll stop recording, which makes me mad. It's been doing that the past couple days. What else? After morning session, we would go to what was called encounter time, which was pretty much your personal time with God. They gave you this little booklet, and it would just give you stuff, give you this thing to read, stuff to reflect on in your life, and that's pretty much it. And then at encounter time, we split into groups. We had group 1 and group 2. I was in group 1. Group 1 would go to lunch, and group 2 would go to workshops. So I went to lunch, blah, 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 and then went to workshop. Normally, the past 5 or what am I talking about? I've only been going for 4 years. Past 4 years, or I guess 3, was, there were 5 or 6 different workshops you could choose from. This year, there were only 2, one for boys, one for girls. I don't know what the boys really did, obviously, because I'm not a boy. The girls, we talked a lot about, relationships and sex and stuff, and on the last day we had 4 girls come in, and they answered questions that we had, and they were all girls from different areas of relationships. Our teacher who was there every day was married 30 years, I think is what she said. One girl had been married almost 10. One girl was a newlywed. One girl wasn't married or anything, she just had a boyfriend. The other girl was single. So we had a bunch of different points of view on what we were questioning. And then, where's my moisturizer? Then we went to, what did we go to after workshop? Oh, workshop. Free time. Free time was fun because we just really did a lot of random stuff. My group, one day, I think it was Wednesday. Yeah, it was Wednesday. Went caving at Carter Caves, which I did not enjoy. I'm not a big fan of caves. Claustrophobic, don't like being underground, don't like the dark, and not the biggest fan of water, which all of those made themselves very apparent in the caves. Which wasn't as bad as the first year we went. It was in a cave that was about this wide and it was horrible. This year it was bigger, but it was still underground and dark and wet and rocks and gross and horrible. But sorry, moisturizer is very needed on my disgustingly dry face, like a lizard or something, or looks like an iguana. But so anyway, there was all that. And then after free time we went to dinner, which put the 2 groups back together, so dinner was more, breakfast and dinner were more packed than lunch because we had everyone, sorry, my face is a little, have a lot of excess moisture because of that lotion. Let me think, what else did we do? Then we went to our evening session, which was just the same as morning, but a little more in-depth. It was longer and, just more, I guess, is really all I can describe as. It was longer, it was more in-depth what we were talking about, bigger worship. It was a lot of fun. And then we would go to individual group time, which I don't know what the other groups did. I don't know if they stayed in their big group and kept on talking, but we, oh gosh, my face is breaking out. We talked as a big group for like 5 minutes, if that, and then split up into smaller groups of like, I don't know how many of the other groups had. My group only had 3 people. Well, I had 3 students, me, 2 other girls, and a leader who was wonderful. She's just a great woman. And that just made it easier, at least for me, to talk about some personal stuff, not having to talk with the big group, just talking with a couple people. And then, I don't know why I just brushed my hair because I'm just putting it back up. But, so that made life a lot easier. And then we would go to our evening activity, which changed every day. Was it the first day? I don't remember what order they went in, but one day was Jared Hall, who you should totally look up because he's really cool. He was an illusionist, not a magician. You know, and magic. He didn't sell his soul to the devil. He's a Christian guy. He's a cool dude. Did a bunch of illusions. They were really, really neat, actually. He was a very talented dude. And then we had some actor who, like, he would make up characters and talk about God or Jesus and stuff through his characters. So he was really, really good, very talented guy, but I got sick halfway through his thing. I get really bad migraines, and if I don't take care of them right away, I get nauseous and throw up. So I had to go get some air because I was getting a headache. And then we had the Lincoln Brewster concert, which is a Christian band who you should also look up because they're great. And then the last night was just celebration, like, woohoo, the week was great and now it's over, sad, go home. So we have a dodgeball tournament that night, which even though I didn't play, I'm still proud to say my church won. Yeah, own it. BCSC, we will knock you out with dodgeballs. Well, they will. I won't, because me and objects being thrown away or at me throwing things, catching things, dodging things, plus it mix, I'm just bad at it. But my church boys and a couple of the girls will dominate you in dodgeball, so don't mess with them. Yeah, whatever. And then they also had these big blow-up things, like they had a big blow-up slide, the big blow-up obstacle courses were fun. Yeah, that's what I did, and then I just walked around hanging out with people. And had ices. They had ices, and one was like lemon lima palooza or something like that. It was delicious. We kept on saying it tasted like a margarita. Not like we know what margaritas taste like. We're a bunch of little church-going kids. We don't do all that. Whatever. But it's pretty much the gist of how the week went down. If you are one of the people that went, talking to you mostly, TJ, because you are my only subscriber right now, make a video response if you'd like, or comment on how much you enjoyed it, because I know that you guys have had a great time. And that was my more in-depth version of my sits video for you there, Wes. And again, I miss you. So text me, call me, come see me. I don't care which one. Actually, I do. I prefer you come see me. But if you can't, call, text. Miss you. Love you. Peace. I can't close out of the video. Ah, there it is. Bye.